The world is your oyster. What more can I tell you other than this is a huge bed? You asked, Jayco listened. This is their smallest travel trailer yet. What's up, everybody? It's Laura, that RV girl with TRAVELAND RV, and I'm bringing you a special debut tour here at the Snowbird RV show. Behind me here is the 2026 Jayco J-Feather Super Light 15 TV SL. Now, because it is so new, the specs on this are still a little bit TBD, but going off of what I can see so far, you are 3,500 pounds GVWR, and your carrying capacity is just under 600 pounds. So dry weight, we're going to sit around 3,000 or under pounds. Now, as far as length goes, we have a 9-foot powered patio awning here. So length for me, I think is going to sit, probably right around that 15-foot mark, given the model number, maybe, yeah, give or take a foot or so. But because this is so new and exciting, I don't want to get too wrapped up in all the specs because they will be soon announced by Jayco officially on their website, which I'm going to leave a link below. So you can always go straight to their website and check that out. And hey, maybe by the time I put this up, you're already going to see all the specs. But like I said, I don't want to mislead you, but I do want you to know that if you don't have a truck, you don't want a truck, or you've got an SUV and you want to tow with your SUV, this little baby here is going to be perfect just for you. So let's get started on the exterior. It's going to be a little wonky because we are up against something, but we've got RVs all around us here. But we're going to start around the exterior like we always do, and then we'll work our way in. We've got some versatile options inside to make this little floor plan work. Okay, let's go. Now, wrapping around back to the campsite, I'm going to touch on this storage compartment here. Now, it's not going to be a pass-through storage, but it is quite deep. So we're finding it to about here. That's the depth that you can see. So it wraps all the way in, and then it goes maybe about 4 feet, 3 to 4 feet or so to the back there. So you've got a great amount of space to still bring along your gear. Now, we already touched on our powered patio awning, but let's talk about other components out here, like your standard outlets. So if you do want to power up devices, you can still do that comfortably from the campsite. We have the single axle on this travel trailer, and as you can see, we have plenty of show specials on for the Snowbird RV show, but don't worry if you couldn't make it. I'm going to leave a link in my description so you can get in contact with our TRAVELAND RV team. I'll probably shout that out at the end too, but hey, in case you're already getting that excited, you can head there now. Moving around to the rear, I just want to touch on your little flip out step that you have here when entering and exiting the coach, and the fact that we've got stabilizer jacks in all 4 corners of the unit. We've got a bumper storage for your sewer hose. And along the back here, you'll notice that we are prepped for a rear observation camera, and we're also prepped for the Lippert on-the-go ladder receiver. And hey, if you want to come spin this wheel, you gotta come see us at one of our many RV shows and RV wars. Head to our TRAVELAND RV website to keep up to date with all of the awesome things we got going on. Around here on the off-camp side, you're going to find we actually have the Lippert on-the-go ladder receiver already installed up here on the side. And down below, we're going to find our furnace output. You've also got an on-demand water heater. Your shore power is going to be on this side as well. And then you have your cable TV input and your city water connection. All right, that's going to be the exterior portion of this tour. Let's go ahead inside. All right, so coming off of that single step, you do have a grab handle on the side there with still a nice and sturdy entering of the coach. Right here on the right-hand side of this cabinet, I'm going to find my awning extension, living room lights, awning light. We've got our water pump switch, and you can check your battery and tank levels from there. And then you'll be greeted by this lovely little seating area here once you pop in. We've got our hooks up top here for you to leave your jackets, coats, keys, whatever else you need to bring along with you. And then underneath this little bench, we've got some shoe storage that you can work with. The key is going to be where we can put our things. So I think that's great. They've given you a spot right off the bat for something everybody's going to have. Then just next to that, you're going to find a nice big cupboard here. And we've got this countertop here with a standard outlet so you can power up and charge devices there. Also, nice big window that we saw on the rear there. So that's going to bring in tons of natural light, make this space feel even bigger than it is. And actually, it feels quite big for such a little footprint type trailer. We've got the accordion shades, so if you need some privacy, just draw those. This is going to be your bathroom, conveniently located right off of the main entry door. Let's actually just go ahead and pop in there now. Walking straight into the bathroom, you'll be greeted by your Dometic foot flush toilet just to the right-hand side. Up above us here, we do have a roof vent fan, so that's going to keep this space nice and fresh. You have a standard shower curtain closure, a little step up to get into your shower, but they've given you the skylight here to add back some of that headroom. We have a shower head on a one, and that's a great size shower head actually. I have seen smaller, so I'm happy with that. And we've got some corner shelving here as well to keep your soaps and shampoos close by. All right, out of the washroom and into the rest of the coach. Along this wall here, just next to the bathroom, you're gonna find your solar controller. We've also got our climate controls and your Suburban on-demand water heater controls here as well. Plus, you've got another roof vent fan just up above this area. Now, this floor plan features a twin bed, bench, king bed setup. This is that versatility that I was talking about. So we'll look at that last, but first, let's talk about our kitchen. In the kitchen, you've got an undermount sink with a matte black faucet. Nice big window here that we can open up for ventilation. These blinds here are going to be the metal blinds, as you've got a 2-burner raised cooktop just to the end of the countertop here. We've got storage up above, so nice big cabinet right up here, completely unobstructed. So use that for larger dishware or whatever else you need in this space. And for additional cooking options, they've given you the standard microwave, so you can still make pizza pops or heat up that cup of coffee. And speaking of a cup of coffee, yeah, I still have a place to put my coffee bar, either up at the front on that little countertop above the cabinet there, or I've got a standard outlet just underneath this cabinet, so I could use all this countertop space for my coffee bar. It's what's most important. Okay, underneath the sink, I mean, they've left this space pretty wide open for you to work with however you need. You can definitely fit a garbage can in there. And I just wanted to flip you around so you can see inside this one, because this cupboard actually has drawers, which I appreciate because I do still look for a spot to put cutlery, because that's also something that everyone's likely going to have. Cutlery or utensils, things you don't just want loose in a cupboard. All right, and I had to flip you back around to show you where your fridge is located, just in this little corner here across from your fridge. We've got our 12-volt freezer and fridge, and up above that, we have a nice big cubby here that goes quite deep, so I would honestly put a nice big tote in there so you could just pull it in and out. But hey, make it your own. And up above me, that's a roof-mounted AC. Now, let's talk about this versatile dining area, because it's huge. I mean, you could absolutely fit at least 3 people per bench comfortably, probably even more. We've got a light underneath here. You can easily just push that off when not in use. We have windows on both sides, so you can get a really nice cross breeze in here if you don't want to use that AC. And both those windows are going to have the accordion shade, of course. We've got this lovely paneling here along the front cap, so that's going to make this space a nice bedroom area when you turn down for the evening. Down on this side, I'll show it to you a little better when we pop the table off, but you do have a ledge in the back here. So that's going to be a nice spot between the twin bed setup, or just an additional spot for you to rest your things in this area. Before we get into breaking down this dinette, I want to talk about the overhead storage. Now, big wide open shelf up here. You do have a bit of a lip, so when you're parked, you're a little more stable. You don't have to worry about things sliding around so much. They will be somewhat secure on their own. And on either side of the bench seating here, you're going to find USB and USB-C charging ports. So we've got one here along the back of the countertop and the other just at the front there. So I'm going to let you just take it all in right now from this angle so you can see what you're working with. And then we're going to go ahead and get to breaking down this dinette table. It's quite a large table. I love that. And the cool thing about this is once we remove this cushion here, you're going to have 2 twin bed setups. So this is a great solo travel trailer. This is also a great couples travel trailer, as we can convert this to a full king size bed. Honestly, maybe even a small family if you're all pretty close, because look at how much space we got here. Okay, let me stabilize you and then let's break this down. Okay, now that you are in position, let's go ahead and break this table down. So we're going to pull the table off the post. Look at that. I pulled both posts right out. And I'm so glad that we can do this from this angle, because now you can see that this spot here is really more of a night table when you've got it in that twin bed setup, as you've got a nice wide open cubby down below. Also, this angle is going to reveal your fuse and breakers and a standard outlet down below that you can use if you need to get a little work done or power up larger devices. All right, let's remove these legs. So you can stow that table wherever you like when we're in this twin bed setup. But this is a very nice and accommodating. I'm 5'2". I do have a bit of a heel on my shoe today, but very accommodating lengthwise when you're using this as a twin bed setup. Let's check it out on this side before I move the table. I mean, look at that. Great size. And I mean, once you pull these cushions off, you have that much more width to work with on either twin bed. All right, let's get this table in position and get our cushion down to reveal this massive king-size bed along the back. Now, this is absolutely going to accommodate more than one person, or hey, the world is your oyster. If you want a starfish and you like to roll around, then you're gonna love this rear bed. All right, what more can I tell you other than this is a huge bed? Okay, let's get this back up and then we'll wrap up this tour. All right, we've got our table and you have access to that exterior storage compartment that I was showing you. So now you can really see how far in it comes into the trailer. It's quite accommodating storage size for a trailer of this size. All right, let me take you off of your little stand here and I'm gonna give you a POV tour so you can get a really good sense of spatial awareness in this floor plan. Okay, I'm taking you outside so I can bring you in so you can see that full front entryway leading into our washroom. I'll give you a little better view of the washroom. There's your skylight. Just want to make sure that you really understand the layout of this floor plan because I think it's going to be a game changer for those of you who really don't want that big tow vehicle. All right. Now I'm going to slowly scoot you around and we'll do the pan up. Look at that. We can see our controls over there and then we've got our roof mounted AC. There's your kitchen. We're going to continue through here. There's your fridge. And let's head up top so you can see that cabinet there. And lastly, your booth dinette twin bed king bed conversion. And of course, I had to come to the back of the table to give you this front to back view as well. So, what do you guys think? Okay, let's wrap this up outside. All right, everybody, that wraps up this tour on the all-new 2026 Jayco J-Feather Air Superlight 15 TV SL. If you are as excited as I am, head to the description. I will leave a link there so you can get in contact with our TRAVELAND RV team ASAP, and we'll get you out there enjoying big adventures in this little rig. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tour, be sure to subscribe because I'm putting out a video every day. Until next time, safe travels, happy camping, and I will see you tomorrow.